There's an old adage that states change is inevitable. But it's how we adapt to that change that makes the difference. At Honeywell, we're excited to give you a closer look at how, technologically, a healthy building can help protect your people and your business in the new normal. Fundamentally, a healthy building lets you answer two questions. 1, is my building safer for people to return to? And 2, how do we keep it safer? How do we ensure people are following guidelines? Whether you operate an office or an airport, hotel, hospital, any type of building, you have to balance safety, compliance, and operations. A healthy building is how you do that, using two sets of capabilities. An air quality package that enables your building to monitor and help clean the air people breathe, and a safety and security package to track whether your space is being used safely. There's also an analytics dashboard that can be accessed from a mobile device so you can monitor status virtually anytime and anywhere. That's your source of truth and transparency for decision makers, but also employees, occupants, even visitors. So that's what we'll walk through today, the technology you'll use to make your building safer, to know it's safer, and to keep it safer tomorrow. Let's have a look. One role of a healthy building is to show that it's safer. Reassure people they can safely enter your building and safely return home. We make your site status easy to verify anytime, even from home, and provide visible indicators throughout your building. This starts with an analytics dashboard that shows your overall healthy building score alongside other key performance indicators. The Healthy Buildings dashboard provides multiple KPIs at a glance, such as indoor air quality, occupancy, and compliance, which are also summarized in an overall healthy building score. This dashboard can be used in many ways. For example, it can be shown on monitors in a lobby or cafeteria, and occupants and visitors can check the status from home or on mobile devices. Let's look at how this works. Sensors and edge devices continuously monitor conditions throughout your building for systems such as HVAC, security cameras, and access control. This data is collected by Honeywell Forge Connect gateways and pushed to the Honeywell Forge Analytics platform. Based on this analysis, the dashboard provides a visual summary of KPIs that's easy to understand at a glance, with options to display real-time status and long-term trends, giving occupants and visitors the insights they need to feel safer in your building. Virtually any building system can play a role in creating a healthier building, including security systems. By monitoring your site to see that people follow guidelines and maintain safer habits, you can help minimize risk and maintain compliance, even as requirements and conditions change. You can start to minimize potential risks at the door to your building using thermal imaging to screen for elevated body temperatures, which might indicate a fever. If an employee shows a high temperature, they complete a brief assessment on their smartphone and return home. Let's see how this works. A camera with a thermographic module scans each person's facial temperature with high precision. If the temperature is out of range, the details are logged, and relevant staff are alerted to respond with your standard operating procedures. This testing is fast, with minimal physical contact, and it's easy to configure and operate with standalone cameras. Once people are inside, you'll need to track occupancy to manage compliance, and you may want to guide people to less crowded routes and areas. We can help you monitor this precisely in real time. Live site maps can display occupancy throughout your building, and this can even be managed remotely to help redirect flow. This monitoring provides valuable data for compliance, reporting, and decision-making. Let's see how it works. First, cameras count people as they enter and exit, even at entrances with multiple doors, using video analytics built into each camera or via server. Access control systems can also monitor doors and even modify access rights based on rules like occupancy limits. Access data also shows trends about how long and how often people are on site. In addition to compliance, monitoring occupancy and flow can help manage operations and business continuity, such as adjusting staffing, energy, or space use. Whether your building is temporarily closed, at partial capacity, or operating multiple zones, you still need to maintain consistent site security. Using IP technology, you can integrate systems and cameras with smart video analytics so you can protect people and property, even remotely. Let's see how this works. Cameras connect via your IP network to a network video recorder. This NVR records video, but it also provides integration and smart monitoring, including analytics to detect intrusion and suspicious activity. You can also establish restricted zones, triggering alerts if people or objects enter. IP makes it easy to connect other devices and systems, such as panic buttons or audio devices, that gives staff the ability to speak to people on camera, such as potential intruders. You can also integrate access management to help automate access control, and you can manage all these IP capabilities remotely via a mobile device. Every person in your building must do their part to maintain safety and compliance. This may include the proper use of masks and other personal protective equipment. Video analytics can help detect whether people are using required safety equipment, alerting staff to issues, and tracking PPE compliance on the Healthy Buildings dashboard. Let's see how this works. This detection is performed by deep learning video analytics using person detection, body tracking, and object classification. The algorithm is trained on a large data set to provide 90 to 95% accuracy at identifying equipment such as masks, gloves, or hard hats. Cameras can monitor this at doors or throughout your site. If a person appears to be missing required equipment, the incident is logged and staff can be alerted to respond. This data is also tracked on the Healthy Buildings dashboard, so you can monitor trends and even compare compliance rates between zones or buildings. Limiting the surfaces people need to touch inside your building is another way to minimize the risk of potential contamination. You can give occupants and visitors a frictionless experience throughout your site using access control that doesn't require physical contact. Let's see how this works. Any secured access point can become frictionless using technologies such as RFID chips or a digital ID badge on a smartphone, and even license plate recognition for vehicle access. For greater security, we can also provide high-speed, accurate readers for facial recognition or touchless fingerprint reading that works with a wave of the hand. Once a person is authorized, gates, doors, and elevators can open and close automatically, all of which adds up to a frictionless, reassuring experience that helps protect people from the parking garage to their desk. A healthier building means one that is measurably cleaner and safer, and even one that monitors and cleans the air people breathe as occupancy fluctuates. On average, we spend 90% of our time indoors, so indoor air quality is a major contributor to building health. From optimal temperature and humidity to better filtration and ventilation, and even pressurization to isolate vulnerable areas, we can help you improve air quality, one step at a time. Standards organizations worldwide are updating guidance to help building owners minimize potential risks of contamination. For instance, 40 to 60% humidity can significantly reduce the ability of a virus to spread. Likewise, increasing ventilation can reduce stagnant air and reduce potential contaminants. We'll help you identify the updates that most benefit your indoor climate, while also optimizing energy use and occupant comfort. Let's see how this works. First, we audit your site to determine what's effective, where improvements are needed, and an inventory of your devices and sensors. Then we design an integrated solution, leveraging your HVAC system to minimize the presence of pathogens, including safeguards such as enhanced filtration and local exhaust ventilation to expel air. Next, we upgrade, install, and reconfigure as needed, and after commissioning, we validate your systems with a letter of audit. We also offer ongoing monitoring to help you sustain your building systems. Pressurization can provide an effective way to protect spaces in any type of building. For instance, hospitals and labs often use differential pressurization to isolate a quarantined space or contain air in a clean space, like a surgical suite. Pressurization can also be used to manage the direction of airflow, enabling your building management system to automatically isolate a space when a hazard is detected or reported. Let's look at how this works. In a typical HVAC system, duct pressure can fluctuate widely, causing inconsistent airflow that may not ventilate effectively to rapidly remove contaminated air. A Venturi valve offers a more reliable alternative. Using a Venturi shape, essentially a cone and a spring inside a funnel, the valve mechanically compresses or releases in response to air pressure changes, maintaining very consistent airflow. This provides more precise airflow management, enabling more effective filtration and removal of contaminated air. This system is also typically more sustainable, since Venturi valves need no maintenance and use less energy than a VAV box system to control air reliably. Regulatory bodies and standards organizations recommend using more outside air to reduce pathogen transmission. This means increasing ventilation and using more directional airflow strategies. We can help you automate ventilation to efficiently adjust to occupancy and air quality conditions. Let's see how this works. First, we integrate sensors to monitor conditions such as CO2 levels, and then we configure your building management system to automate fresh air intake based on this sensor data. This can optimize both air quality and energy use. For example, rather than running fans non-stop to remove fumes from a parking garage, sensors can detect when ventilation is not needed and shut the fans off. Ventilation inside your building can be automated in the same way, helping you maintain consistent air quality even as occupancy fluctuates. Sustaining site safety and compliance means adapting as conditions change. Our C-Suite dashboard uses Honeywell Forge Analytics to track KPIs that could affect the well-being of your people, giving you the foundation to make informed decisions. Let's see how this works. This dashboard presents a variety of analytics, starting with your Healthy Building Score, which is your overall site assessment and a tool to compare zones or buildings. This score is derived from KPIs for system performance, people, and environmental conditions, such as indoor air quality, comfort levels, system alerts, and safety and compliance trends, like mask use or occupancy. You can also drill down into each KPI. For example, air quality factors such as humidity, CO2 levels, and fine particles. The C-Suite dashboard makes this data easy to visualize and manipulate, so you can assess how effectively systems, operations, and policies are minimizing your risks and maintaining compliance. Maintaining the continuity of your business and operations is vital. Whether your building is temporarily shut down, operating at partial capacity, or responding to a safety incident, a Honeywell Healthy Building helps you manage your site and coordinate responses, even remotely. Let's see how this works. With a cyber-secure cloud connection to building systems and the Healthy Buildings dashboard, you don't have to be on site to monitor status, get alerts, or take actions in response to an incident. Manage multiple zones or buildings from one central location. Respond to system alarms from home after hours. Assign rules to alert relevant team members to incidents. And review ongoing operations such as system settings or maintenance and cleaning records. In short, a healthy building provides multiple ways to keep your staff coordinated so that your business can maintain continuity even in the face of unexpected challenges.